You're listening to Quickies, a filthy anthology, written by 16 New York Times and USA Today bestselling romance authors and performed by 11 hot narrators. Kaz, final voicemail. A voicemail left by Cash von Omsberg, because Arthur and Maxence won't goddamn leave. Inspired by the novel Working Stiff, written by Blair Babylon, performed by Joe Arden.
Hello, Roxanne, my work wife, my confidant, and as of last night, my whole world. I'm recording this voicemail because I know that around midnight you will stretch your arms overhead, yawn spectacularly, and trundle off to bed, leaving us three men to sit out on the deck and talk, alone. I've sneaked away to record it because you're in the kitchen chatting with our guests while we wait for supper to be delivered. I've wanted to leave you a dirty voicemail like this for years. For so long, we have worked together. When you'd take a day off from work or I'd jet off to Bali or Amsterdam for a weekend, all those times when I'd call you just to check in on how things were going at the Los Angeles law office, if you didn't pick up, I'd think about leaving you a dirty voicemail, something filthy about what I wanted to do to you or what would happen if you hopped a plane and joined me. How I'd touch you, how I'd carry you to the bed, how I'd make you beg me to let you come, and then I'd make you scream my name. When we worked overtime far into the evenings in my law office, annotating studio contracts for our movie star and musician clients, sometimes I opened the texting app in another window on my computer and typed the things I wanted to say to you. I've written dirty emails and texts, memos and briefs. I've scribed my filthy thoughts 1,000 times over the last few years. Half the time, you were sitting on the other couch, your feet resting on the coffee table to support the laptop on your thighs while I typed what I wanted to do to you with my tongue. A month ago, you were frowning at a law brief on your screen. You were wearing a black skirt and a pink blouse that made me wonder what else about you was that indecent shade of pale pink. I loved the way the lights glistened on your barely tanned ivory skin, the way the skirt of your business suit clung to your body, the way your ankles were crossed on the coffee table. I could have set my laptop aside, leaned forward and run my palm and fingers over your ankle, past your knee, and up to the soft, creamy skin of your thigh. You weren't wearing pantyhose. After a moment, you wouldn't have been wearing panties either. But I didn't, because you and I had boundaries. Boundaries were how we worked together when I couldn't work with any of the other paralegals in our entire law office. During business trips, they turned up in my bed giggling, naked and drunk, assuming that if I took them on a work trip, it meant that I wanted them to put out. Sometimes I needed to get the damn job done, and I needed their help. You've always been there for me when I needed help, and you dress professionally and behave professionally. I can take you anywhere, from that billionaire's estate in Egypt to butter up his mother to a Hollywood studio's board of directors meeting. Remember when we had to drag that actress out of a stinking New York meth den at gunpoint and give her to her agent before she was in breach of contract? That white boy thug grabbed you and I punched his lights out. You tripped him while we ran for the exit because the actress was slung over my shoulder and vomiting in the backs of my shoes. Good times. We have put on our bitch faces and marched shoulder to shoulder into negotiations more times than I can count. I could always trust you. When things got hairy, I could lean on you. You're my rock. But after my car accident last month, which I am half convinced was not accidental in the slightest, you moved into my house to take care of me, and every moment has been torment. Every second has been a temptation. Every night as we ordered delivery and worked together while sitting on the couches in my den, examining contracts and tying up loopholes, I wanted to drag you underneath me and show you that I have craved you all these years. We lasted a bit over a month. I still can't take this last gauze bandage off my cheek and let you see the scar underneath. Every morning, I think I'll just leave it off, and then my hands cut fresh gauze and smooth the tape in place. Last night our boundaries disintegrated. In the dark, standing out on the deck as the last sliver of the moon slipped into the Pacific Ocean, as the waves roared against the cliffs far below, we violated every guideline we'd thought we could rely on. I tasted you. My hands and my mouth were full of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?